No, of course, it's got nothing to do with democracy. It's nonsense. If you just cut, it's like, for instance, in my world, the internet is becoming a smaller and smaller and smaller platform as the government and the NSA and the FBI and the CIA and Mark Zuckerberg and the whole of Silicon Valley and the whatever and the Google brothers, Schwartz, slowly but surely are cutting it, making it smaller and smaller. I'm sure I'm in their radar. I'm probably in the middle of the crosshairs. At some point, they're going to try and shut me up for good. Let us not forget that Zelensky was elected as the president of the Ukraine after the coup in 2014 on a platform of solidifying and adhering to the Minsk agreements, to Minsk II, and also agreeing to end the civil war that was already happening, had been happening since 2014 and the illegal coup, and give self-government of a certain anyway to the Donbass and to Lubansk, and Donetsk, and Lubansk. And of course, the minute he was elected, somebody put a gun to his head, I assume, and he changed his mind and didn't do any of that. Well, a lot of that 73% of Ukrainians who voted for him presumably wanted those agreements implemented so that they didn't have to have a war. And it could be stopped, in my view, tomorrow. All it needs is for the Americans to come to the table and say, okay, let's go with the Minsk agreements. And then it would be over. They have no interest in ending the conflict. They will fight to the last Ukrainian. Well, or if they do want it to end, why don't they end it? Because it's in their hands. It always has been. It's in NATO's hands. It's in Joe Biden's hands, except it's not. It's in his, whoever pulls his strings, hands. And they don't want it to end. There's huge fortunes to be made.